Well, it had to happen sometime. It's time to talk about the Virtual Boy, and we got the soundtracks for all 5 Nintendo-developed games for the system on Nintendo Music: Mario's Tennis, Teleroboxer, Galactic Pinball, Mario Class, and Virtual Boy Wario Land. Considering the other Virtual Boy games all have other publishers involved, I imagine this is all we'll be getting. The Virtual Boy is infamous for its red and black screen, and how playing one for more than 10 minutes will give you eye and neck strain, but what about the music? I have literally never heard anyone talk about Virtual Boy music before, so this will be very interesting to discuss. Shall we start from the top? Mario's Tennis is technically the first Mario Tennis game, but it's the only one to not have Motoi Sakuraba as the composer, instead having Fukushima Hitoshi and Iwamoto Morihito take that role. Their music reminds me of Sonic Pocket Adventure on the Neo Geo Pocket Color, with its very specific upgraded chiptune sound font. You'd think there would just be one song for all the matches, as Mario's Tennis is basically a glorified tech demo, but no, there are 2 songs each for singles, doubles, and the tournament variants for both. The singles tracks are upbeat and bouncy, while the doubles tracks sound more like something you'd hear from Super Mario Land 2. The singles tournament tracks have a more jaunty feel to them, and the doubles tournament tracks go for a slightly more relaxed feel, kinda like a water level in a Kirby game. Special mention goes to the tie-break theme, which uses whistles that actually work quite well with the chiptune. The soundtrack for Mario's Tennis isn't anything special, but it's fun enough, and I appreciate the effort to make different music for the different match types. Next up is Teleroboxer, that sci-fi Punch-Out clone with robots. The music here was composed by Katsuya Yamano in his only sound credit, and stylistically is very different from Mario's Tennis, almost like it's a midway point between the Game Boy and Game Boy Advance sound fonts. Surprisingly, every opponent in Teleroboxer has their own exclusive theme, which Punch-Out wouldn't do until the Wii game. That's actually really cool, so let's check them out. Pagero's theme has some spacey synths, fitting the sci-fi setting well. Spokong's theme is peppier, with a beat that sounds like it would fit right in with Wario Land 4. Dory Hay's theme has an East Asian flair to it, impressive considering the chiptune style. Bombkun's theme is maybe too bouncy for a boxing match, but it's among the catchiest in the game. Prin's theme kinda reminds me of something from Mega Man X. I can almost hear a guitar in the chiptune. Ikanger's theme is one of the longer themes in the game, and part of the pun, it's quite punchy. Tukikage's theme is fiercer than the others, fitting the intensity of a late-game match. And the legendary Champ's theme is fast and frenetic, never letting up as you probably getting your face bashed in. Teleroboxer has easily the best selection of songs here in my opinion. They're not the most memorable out there, but they're distinct from one another, they're fun to listen to, and there's a lot of them, so I really don't have anything to complain about. Moving on to Galactic Pinball, this game's soundtrack has more prestige to it thanks to its two composers, Masaru Tajima, who worked on all sorts of games from Pokemon Art Academy to Excite Truck, and Kenji Yamamoto, well known for working on nearly every Metroid soundtrack from Super Metroid onward, so I'd say we're in good hands. There are 4 pinball table types. For the first one, Cosmic, mixing chiptune with twinkling sounds in a way that sounds appropriately spacey. In case you needed a reminder that Super Metroid's primary composer worked on Galactic Pinball, Cosmic's shooting bonus variant is a remix of that game's main theme, and it works well in kind of 8-bit. The bonus game's theme has a very ethereal feel to it, which you wouldn't expect to work for pinball, but it does. Colony has an uplifting, almost magical tone that helps it stand out nicely from the rest. UFO is more tense, punctuated by 8-bit explosion noises that provide the right mood for the later stages. I don't really care for Alien though. It kinda sounds like a dance track, but with very odd synths that make it rather off-putting for me. Galactic Pinball has the potential to be the best of the Virtual Boy soundtracks. I think its highs are the highest of the 5, but it has more songs that I don't like, much like Alien, and most of the repetitive bonus tracks. Next in line is Mario Clash, composed by Ryoji Yoshitomi, who previously made the music for Metroid 2, and also Wario Land 1 and 4. Thankfully, Mario Clash doesn't have anything ear-grating like some of Metroid 2's tracks, but unfortunately the trade-off is that its soundtrack is really bland. It's cool that there are 5 different stage themes, but I have no idea what to say about any of them because they're mostly really boring and kinda samey. I'll just play snippets of all of them in a row so you can hear what they sound like. Maybe you'll like them more than I did. None of these songs are bad, but I don't find anything that interesting to listen to. I can hear some Wario Land in there, which is a little funny since the Virtual Boy actually did have a Wario Land on it, helpfully titled Virtual Boy Wario Land. But instead of Ryoji Yoshitomi or the other Wario Land composers, Kazumi Totaka took the reins for this one, the only Wario project he ever worked on. Stage 1 is too minimalist for me, but the beat is kinda neat, I guess. Stage 2 is much better, sounding much more like a Wario Land song and being decently catchy. Stage Stage 3 sounds kinda muffled, like it's being played underwater. A nice showcase of how the Virtual Boy can make 8-bit chiptune more distinct. Stage 4 sounds the most like Super Mario Land 2, which Kazumi Totaka also composed. And it's pretty cute, much like a lot of that game's soundtrack. Stage 5 is the bounciest theme in the game, but it also doesn't really stand out compared to the rest of the music in my opinion. Stage 6 is a bit of a spooky feel to it, or at least as much as you can have in 8-bit, which makes up a bit for the more minimalist melody. Stage 7 is pretty foreboding, fitting the final stretch of the game, but it's also one of the more repetitive tracks, unfortunately. The first two boss themes are pretty dull and short, but the final boss theme isn't so bad, reminiscent of a Castlevania boss theme with its fast pace. Much like Super Mario Land 2, Virtual Boy Wario Land's biggest musical problem is that too many tracks sound like one another. Some have different tones, but a lot of them really do feel like the same song being played slightly differently. The main melody is nice, but nothing special. Mario Land 2's is way better. And that's the Virtual Boy's musical library. And maybe this is because I had low expectations, but I came away a little impressed. I have my gripes for sure, but most of those are with the compositions. These 5 games have way more music than I expected, and they all sound very distinct from one another. You're not going to mistake a Teleroboxer song for a Galactic Pinball song, which is cool. Time to rank them, I guess. Mario clashes and lasts at 104th place. Not terrible, but close to the bottom of the soundtracks that aren't the old black box NES games. After that is Virtual Boy Wario Land in 100th place, then Mario's Tennis in 94th, followed right away by Galactic Pinball in 93rd, leaving Teleroboxer as the victor in 84th. Not bad for what's widely considered Nintendo's biggest flop. I'll see you next time for the next episode of Nintendo Music Weekly. This is probably it for the Virtual Boy on Nintendo Music, so it's cool that they were all dumped here at once. Now, if we could get more multi-game dumps for soundtracks people actually care about, like Punch-Out or something, that would be very welcome. Bye!